My name is K. Charles Oelfke II, author of Older Women Don't Giggle. I go by the name of Charles, Chuck, Carlos, and sometimes Gringo. I recommend to everybody has a book within them, and they should get it out, do something about it. I never said, I want to be an author, I want to write novels or books. No, it was just the result of my life that I needed to write. And I decided that I had material that I didn't want to see lost. The important thing was to write them down. A typical day for me now is to get up, walk my dog, walk the dog morning and night. My doctors want me to walk, my dog wants me to walk, so we walk. Then I kind of have a choice. Sometimes I'll play the flute, sometimes I'll decide to paint. I always have paintings underway, and I also always have my flutes at hand. So I'm always busy, I've always got something to do. Everything creative is important to my life. When I do something, whether it's a painting or play music or cook, I want something to show for it when I get finished. And that's very important, is to accomplish something all the time. Music has just always been there. In the book I talk about, in kindergarten, the teacher asked, anybody here know how to tap dance? I threw up my hand. I'd never tap danced. Who cared? I knew what it was. You clack, clack, clack with your feet and you sing. And so I was the star of the kindergarten parents' night show. And I did the opening number. I tap danced out onto the stage, sang my little introductory song, and at the end did the same thing. Music has always been a big part. From there, I went to a boys' choir in Albany. I don't remember saying, I want to do that, but I did it. Nobody urged me to do it. From then on, I got into barbershop, 4-part harmony. To this day, I'm involved in a chorus of 4-part harmony. I just have always loved music, played the guitar in Paris. Any music I played, took piano lessons, played the clarinet in grade school. Just music was always there. Now I'm involved with the Native American type flute, and I make them. I've got didgeridoos that I make. It's just always been a big part of my life. I actually wrote the book for myself to guarantee that the things that I have will not just be thrown away and lost. And the only way to do it is write something that you can publish, therefore it lives forever. Everything else goes out with the trash, garage sales. The only way to preserve it is not depend on people to save it for you. They're saving it for no one. It's to print it, get it edited, get it out there, and then it will live forever long after I'm gone. There are a lot of things in it that will make people continue to read. They'll pick it up. You can read the book in an evening, and when you do pick it up, you won't put it down till you've finished. I believe that a book, to have any success, has to have a hook. There has to be something that people grab onto that impresses them. And certainly the title of a book is important, the look of the cover is important, and the material is important. Otherwise, people won't look at it, pick it up, open it up, and read it. And my hook actually had to do with my preference for older women. From the time I was a small child, I was not interested in girls my age, I was interested in older women. I find that a woman is not interesting before the age 40. And so that's kind of what the book is about. I didn't write it to appeal to anybody. I wrote it for myself, but I realized that it is tending to appeal to the older women that I talk about on the cover. They don't giggle. Young girls giggle, older women don't giggle. I lived in France for 20 years, an extraordinary 20 years. I was able to go there because I had a Fulbright for 1 year. After a year, I was not about to leave. I began working and dealing with different nationalities, different people. It was exciting, it was stimulating, and it was earth-shattering in many ways. It was just hard to describe. I try to describe in my book, which will probably, I hope, make people want to travel, want to go there. I want to see that. And I try to get that feeling into the book, the relationships, the travel, the excitement, the music, the food, everything. Everything is wonderful. Life is wonderful. It's as simple as that. I love languages. I'm not really interested in English-speaking countries. I want the task of learning a language and being able to communicate with people, and certainly doing that with women is a wonderful experience. Cooking to me is a creative thing, like the music, like the photography, like the painting. Cooking, you accomplish something, you have something to show for it. I certainly learned in France that that's the way God made for us to eat, is the French cuisine. Something that I didn't have in life was good career guidance. I didn't know what I wanted to be. I didn't know what the possibilities were. Nobody was there to say, well, had you thought this way, that way? So it was really later, when I got to MIT, that I started to think, well, what do I really want to do? Do I want to be a mechanical engineer? Oh, I'm not sure. So then I get into business and engineering administration. Tried that? No, I'm not sure. Then I discovered architecture. Architecture, you draw pictures. I love that. When I was a little kid, and in kindergarten, when we did things in class and finished the assignment, we could raise our hand and say, can I go to the easel? And you go to the back of the room and paint pictures. Well, I knew that I liked to draw. When I saw architecture, I said, oh, we draw nice pictures. We show buildings as they could look in perspective. I liked all that. That's what I went into, architecture. Am I an architect today? I guess I am. But on the other hand, I'm not designing buildings. I'm writing books. I'm painting. I'm playing the flute. A lot of things that I knew nothing about as a young man. During my 20 years in Paris, as I say, the only salaried job with vacation and all that was with Raymond Loewy CEI Paris. I was the only English or American person in the office of about 32 people. And the 15 years with Raymond was an extraordinary experience. I got to see the world, meet people and all stages of business. I did presentations in all countries. It was an extraordinary 15 years, and the only real job I ever held. Other than that, it's been a one-man show, doing the writing, photography, layout, everything. The experience, international experience with multinational companies, taught me to deal with people in business. The approach that you must take, you cannot tell them what to do, you have to lead them into doing what is best for them. If you just do the fait accompli, this is how you should do it, they'll balk. If you bring them into a program and take them along with you, it's a success. Those experiences in Europe, worldwide, even back here in the States, taught me everything. In other words, now is when I could be of use to big companies. I was during those years, but now I have baggage that could be put to use. We come to a time where we retire, but actually we have so much more. We know so much more than the young skulls full of mush in schools today. They have it all to learn. Am I giving advice in my book? I'm afraid to say, yeah, I'm giving advice, but on the other hand, there are possibilities that young men don't realize, older women don't realize, and things that could make life a lot more exciting, but are not part of the norm. That's why some people will be critical of what I'm saying. But on the other hand, some people would say, boy, I wish I had known then what I know now and had to learn the hard way. If you can call that advice, that's my advice. I think what I would hope people get out of this book is simply, my God, I wish I knew then what I know now. That can apply to a lot of things. It applies to relationships, but a lot of people realize that they wasted time. They didn't do, because they didn't know about it. They didn't. People know today they can read books about sex, for instance, and women read books today and they say, gee, I didn't know that. And as I say on the back of my book, Balzac says, lovers teach women what their husbands failed to teach them. There's a lot of truth in that. They learn too late what it could have been and wasn't because they didn't know. As simple as that. So I hope that people that read the book think, wait a minute, yeah, that's a possibility. I'm going to think about that. What do I see as my future? My future is to remain happy, remain in good health. I will continue with the cooking. It's creative. I'll continue with the painting because that's what I do. You know the saying, why do crocodiles eat gazelles? And the answer is because that's what they do. So I paint. I play music when it pleases me. And that's kind of my future. And you should read Older Women Don't Giggle.